What is going on, guys? We are back with another video here today, and it is a big day because Bryce Harper has finally signed with a team. He has chosen the Philadelphia Phillies for, get this, 13 years, $330 million. I mean, what do you even say about that? I'll get into my feelings on the contract in a second. But man, this is just such an exciting thing for the Phillies. And I mean, I'm a Yankee fan, but I'm really happy for you guys. It is so cool to see y'all going full force, trying to compete after your 80-win season. I've talked about how baseball has a competition problem and how too many teams just tank and, pocket the money. But the Phillies finally live up to that stupid money Phillies name that they gave themselves back at the beginning of the offseason. They complete that here by throwing $330 million just at Bryce Harper alone. I mean, what a good offseason by the Phillies. Y'all have made yourself so much better than the team that y'all were last year. Y'all are going to be good in 2019 and for many years to come. Y'all have set yourself up in a very good position. So congrats to y'all. That's got to be exciting. It's really good to see that y'all are, not looking back at, or regretting, what might be in the future. Y'all are just going for it now. I love it. And it also really helps me as a Yankee fan that he's going to stay in the NL East and kill the Mets, because the dude just absolutely mashes against the New York Mets, and he is going to be in that division for another decade plus to come. Talking about the contract a little bit, there is no trade clause in the contract, which I think is surprising, but it is something that Bryce Harper personally did not want to have. Boris insisted on having one, but he said no. We also found out that, according to Boris, I mean, consider this is whatever you want. He said that they had shorter offers that had annual values north of $40 million a year, so like up to $45 million a year for shorter deals. That's probably referring to the Dodgers, I guess. But that's crazy. It's insane. But talking about this contract specifically, the one that he got, the $330 million over 13 years, it's very similar to one that and I know Yankee fans know it. It's the Giancarlo Stanton deal. Stanton got 13 years, $325 million. Bryce Harper gets 13 years, $330 million. And I personally am a little shocked that he went this route, because honestly, I think most people at the beginning of the offseason and even later, once we saw the Machado deal, the Arenado deal, figured that he would get this kind of money over 10 years, like 330, which when I first saw the money from John Heyman, I actually thought that's what it was. All it said was $330 million. And I was like, oh man, they really gave him that over 10 years. I guess they caved. But no, 13 years, $330 million. So that is an annual value of a little above $25 million a year and a little under 26. So it's between those two. I still don't know exactly how the contract breaks down, but I'm sure it'll be back-ended, so he'll get paid more and more as the contract goes along. But comparing this again to the Stanton deal, Stanton was 25 at the beginning of that deal, so he'll be 37 at the end of his deal with an option for his 38 season, whereas Harper is going to start it at 26 a year later and will be signed through his year 38 season. It's crazy. So my guess is for the Phillies, you play him right. My guess is that there probably will be a DH by that point. I think it's coming, guys. I mean, it's already been proposed. I think by the next year or two, we're probably going to have a DH in the NL. Harper will be able to play there in the later parts of his career if need be, because let's be honest, he's already kind of sketchy with the glove as it is. He's not the best defender out there, but he'll be fine for a while, at least for a good chunk of that deal. But you'll probably have that option to play him as a DH, do whatever you need to do. The dude is a masher, though. His bat has been inconsistent, but even when he's not playing his best, this dude is an absolute all-star. This dude is great. Do I think he's quite as good as Manny Machado? No, I would take Manny Machado between the two, but I think Bryce Harper is an absolute good get, and you got him for 25-point-something million a year. Great job by Philly. I think that the years of commitment is really big, but again, when you look at what the Stanton deal was for the Marlins, it's not crazier, really. I mean, yeah, Harper's a year older than Stanton was during the deal, and he got $5 million more. I don't think it's that crazy, especially when people actually believe that he would get this kind of money for 10 years, not 13, but for 10. So, I mean, the Phillies will have options when he gets into those last couple of years. They might pull an Alex Rodriguez and just cut him for the last couple of years, or they might, just put him as a DH and see if he can still hit with the bat. It just remains to be seen. Yeah, I'm assuming he takes the job of Nick Williams for the Phillies, who was really, he's younger, but just hasn't really proven much as a Philly yet. And then, dude, y'all are stacked. I mean, y'all's lineup is, y'all have McCutchen, Segura, JT Realmuto, you have Hoskins still, and now you have Bryce Harper, and then you still have your guys from last year. So just really, really good stuff from the Phillies. If I was the Phillies, now you don't really have to do anything else in my mind, but if you're going to target anyone else for your 2019 season, it should be Keuchel. Because I still think y'all need one more starting pitcher to be an NL favorite to go to the World Series. But if y'all get a Keuchel, a number 3, a number 2 type of pitcher, I think y'all are the favorites to go to the NL World Series. I mean, right now the competition isn't all that great as it is. I mean, the Brewers are there, the Cubs are there. The NL East is probably going to be between you and the Braves, but the Nationals might get in there. I see y'all as the favorites now. I mean, y'all have improved y'all's 80-win team by so much that I do believe that y'all are the favorites with the addition of Harper. Y'all are above the Braves. Y'all are above the Nationals, and you're above the Mets too. So, I mean, playoffs seem like it's going to happen this year. It's just a matter of, can you beat the Dodgers? Can you beat the Brewers or the Cubs? Can you beat those teams? And I think a Dallas Keuchel, an additional depth piece to your starting rotation, would put y'all over the edge with Nola and Jake Arrieta already in there. So that's what I would do. But even if y'all don't, y'all still probably win the division and have a shot to go further into the playoffs. And y'all are going to be good for multiple years. Y'all have a lot of y'all's players for multiple years remaining, so y'all be good this year, next year, so on. Just really, really good stuff from the Phillies. I love to hear it. Just let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is this a good deal for the Phillies? Is it a crazy deal? Do you think Harper got overpaid? Do you think he didn't take enough money? Just let me know what y'all think. Just remember, guys, as long as you're living, bleed blue, and go Yankees.